Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. Glad to have you guys here this Monday. Monday, July 31st, 2023, last day of July. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I remember seeing these yellow trucks for I've seen them for an eternity. There's a lot of them out there. There's a giant trucking company called Yellow, and they've just ceased operations. Evidently, this company employs an awful lot of people. It's a bankruptcy, and they're going out of business. Yellow trucks. I'm sure you guys must have all seen this truck with the thing that says yellow on it going. You just don't notice them too much. But they carry all kinds of different items across America, and there's a lot of these trucks. So anyway, there's 22,000 Teamsters are going to be without jobs, and 30,000 yellow employees. That's just going to add to the. We know things. This is going to be a common occurrence, seeing big companies start to go down pretty soon. And of course, jobs, a lot of good jobs going down the toilet hole with it. These people are going to, well, they're going to be without work. And this is a growing problem. It's more than a growing problem. It's going to manifest itself later. Now, here's the thing. U.S. warns China could hack infrastructure, including pipelines and rail systems. This also includes the power. It's all infrastructure. They could hack it. Anything that's connected to it now, what they've done is they've connected everything. Without really testing things first, they've connected everything to the internet. Every place you go doing business today, if you're doing any business, it's going to be someplace. I don't care where it is. It's connected to the internet. And if the internet switches off, they can't do business. Power grids are now connected. Everything, rail, all the trucks out there. You know, in the old days, you know how they used to distribute trucking industry in the old days, back before the internet? They had a guy, it was called a dispatcher or whatever, and he used to set out their, he would, he would set it for them, where they go and pick up their load and where they get rid of their loads, where the start of the line, where they pick up, and it was all set up for them, but wasn't done online. It was done with pen and paper, just like they do it at the bank with their money. Back in the old days too, it was the same way. There's a paper ledger. If the internet goes out, nothing's going to function nowadays. And so China could hack this infrastructure, and that means nothing would function. So if there's an enormous hack, what could it look like to you? And this is what I think. I'll tell you, I think the chances of us actually having a nuclear war, an all-out nuclear war, is quite slim. I think it's probably, I'm just going to guess at it, maybe 20% or something. But the chances of us having a SHTF is much, much greater. And what's it probably going to look like to you if we have an SHTF? It's going to be, you wake up, and I've said this to you guys before, and I think I'm probably on the money. You're just going to wake up one morning, everything's going to seem perfectly normal. Sun's going to be up in the sky, the sky might be blue, birds chirping in the trees, nothing different than your normal morning. Except your cell phone will be dead, your internet will be dead, your power will be out for everybody. That's the only thing different. And you will not be able to get news on what happened. You won't know what happened. You won't know, period. And you say, well, my cell phone should work. I can charge my cell phone up without being on the power grid. Yeah, that's true. But you turn it on, and you know what'll happen? It'll just say emergency calls only. And you'll look on the cell phone, you tap the cell phone and trying to get it to work, but all you'll see is the internet's down on the cell phone too. And people say, well, they got in the cell phone towers and stuff, they got batteries for emergency services and everything else. Well, I'll tell you, I want to tell you guys, I experienced it here in Nova Scotia. And the cell phone does not work. Or it might work for a few days, maybe, depending on your location, because they have battery backup in these cell phone towers and stuff, but it's only good for a short period of time. It's not good. They rely upon the power grid to come back on to recharge their batteries back up, and it's just a temporary measure to get them through a power outage. That's all it is. It's the same way with the water supply. They got these water towers, you know, and it's gravity fed, and they can keep water pressure to a city for a while, but eventually the tower is going to run out of water. You know, and they do have backup generators and stuff, but all of this is just emergency preparations, and it only lasts for the first initial week or two, and then all of it's gone. You're on your own. I'm telling you. And so this is what an SHTF's probably going to look like. Is just a cut of emergency services, a cut of power grid, a cut of all telecommunications. That's it. And so what would you do if that happened? And the telecommunications and the power grid and everything else is not coming back on, and you're not going to be able to get news, neither are your neighbors, of what happened that caused it, or when it's going to come back on. Everybody's just going to be waiting for it to come back on. Waiting and waiting. Have you ever made arrangements to meet somebody someplace? You know, maybe you're going to get you're going to buy something from somebody and or something, and maybe you're buying a car. Maybe they made a meeting place where they're going to meet you, and you're waiting there at a coffee shop or something. And you expect them to drive the car in so you can take a look at it or whatever. And they say they're going to meet you there at 3:00. You know. And you're sitting there waiting, 3:00 comes and a no-show. You wait till 4 and still they're not there. Well, you can wait for days, weeks, months, and they're never sure to show up. Because you've been stiffed. Well, this is the way it's going to be with the power grid. You're going to be sitting there, everybody's going to be waiting for it to come back on. Oh, it's going to be back on, it's going to be back on. And they wait, and they wait, and they wait, and they wait. And after a while, they start to get frustrated, and then they go back inside and wait some more. Anyway, guys, moving on here. Everything is changing. California is struggling with high rent prices and evictions. You know, I couldn't believe it when I read this, that how many people are going to be facing these problems. 768,000 households are behind in rent in just the Golden State alone in California. Debts totaling more than $5 billion, putting approximately 721,000 children at risk of eviction. If that's not all the children have had to face in the past couple of years, you know, with COVID and everything else, and now getting evicted out of their house and not knowing where they're going to go. And you think this doesn't affect them mentally? You think that in the next 15, 20 years, you just wait and see. If you think it's bad now, you just wait and see how many mental illness is going on out there, and how much more prescriptions they're going to have to write, and how much more money these big pharmaceutical companies are going to make from all this. Honest to gosh, this everything is. Here's an article right here. It says, has the government been hiding signs of extraterrestrial life? Has the government been hiding signs of extraterrestrial life? A House hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena implies that there has been a government cover-up of UFO evidence. I'm going to tell you what, if there are aliens out there, what they should do is when they see us, they should just scatter and get a heck out. To be scared of us, be scared that we are the most honest to God, we are one hot mess. I don't know why they want to have anything to do with us. We're a totally hot mess here on the earth. Silver price today. Look at her scream to the moon. She's going up. That's a nice looking candle right there. Look at that. 24.78 right now. She's up 48 cents. Half a buck today. But still, it's not the $3 day. It's only a 50-cent day. Just wait until the $3 days come. Gold today. $19.70. It's up $10.70 on the day so far. So gold's doing good too. Almost a similar pattern. But you know, gold and silver follow one another. But when it really starts to get hot, then silver starts to get a mind of its own. It starts to pass gold. It actually outperforms gold. you guys ain't gonna get in on that. You better get in on some of that action, because I ain't gonna be sitting. This train's gonna leave the station pretty soon. I think that's because all the money in the financial system has been mismanaged, and the Fed is trapped in a corner now, and they can't do anything left. There's only one tool they have available to them, and this is to create more monetary units to try to solve the problems that are going to manifest themselves very soon. And when they do that, gold and silver is going to come unhinged. Over years and years of suppression is going to unwind. Price suppression to the downside is going to unwind to the upside. And then when that happens, when the bankers see that they've totally lost control over gold and silver, then they're going to manipulate the prices to the upside instead of downside. So they're even going to make it higher and higher and higher. They're going to pump it. You have no idea how high this stuff can go. Cryptocurrency today. We're looking at a Bitcoin price of 29,282. Boy, the price has been awful stable the last little while. 1859 for Ethereum. And XRP is at 69.9 cents. Dow Jones Industrial Average today. What we're looking at is 35,480. It's up 21 points on the day so far. Taking a look at, come on chart, crude oil. Now, crude oil is really popping. It's at 81.44. It's up 86 cents, and it's heading toward $90. This is going to help with inflation. It's going to increase inflation's power, because crude oil is used for everything, not just getting the products to the stores, but also in packaging. A lot of things are made from petroleum products. You'd be amazed how many things are made from petroleum products. And if not made from petroleum products, even if, say you bought a can of green beans out there, right? You buy a can of green beans. You say, there's no oil in this. Well, at the factory, they had to can it, and the whole canning process used oil. Oil to cook the beans, and then oil to get it to the store. Use diesel to get it to the store in a big truck and everything else. So yeah, there's oil in everything that you buy. It's an oil-based economy. You see oil prices going up, it's going to make things cost more. Bonds and rates today. And it makes silver cost more too. Okay, bonds and rates today. We're looking at falling yields. U.S. 10-year is at 3.94. It's down 2 basis points. The U.S. 30-year is at 4.0. It's right on 4%, and it's down 2.3 basis points. Taking a look at the dollar index today, and the dollar is going down right now, but very, very, very slowly. It was going up earlier in the day, but now it's trending downwards. Thank you guys for listening to my show. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. You guys are fabulous, and have a great day. today. Bye bye.